signed up to get cannabis, got into long-term leases, and will not get the license. And this will breaking news. New York has just released their latest cannabis licensing updates. OCM has just released their latest updates during the yesterday's January 16th webinar. We know that approximately 7,000 total applications were received. And the breakdown of this was approximately 4,300 were retail distributors, and the rest were a mixture of cultivator, processor, micro business, and distributor. We know that out of these almost 7,000 licenses, 2,000 were non-provisional, and the rest, approximately 5,000, were provisional. The difference between non-provisional and provisional is the fact that non-provisional, first of all, they were due a month earlier, on November 17th, instead of the provisional December 18th. But the biggest difference is that the non-provisional licenses, you had to have a lease, some kind of deed, or show proof of location and show physical that you can actually have the store present. Not the provisional licenses, you didn't have any location or physical proof that you had a lease or anything like that. This is where one of the biggest concern comes with the OCM's licensing issuance process. With one of the roadshows that I went to in Harlem approximately last year in November of 23, it was stated that more or less 1,000 retail licenses will be given out. So out of the 4,000 that applied, 75% won't get it. Breaking it down further, in the non-provisional licenses, which means you had to have a physical location ready or at least a deed, anything like that when you apply, only 250 licenses will be given out. In the provisional licenses, which means you didn't have to have a location, 750 retail licenses will be given out. As you can imagine, this was not without controversy. The biggest controversy right now was actually forewarned during the Harlem Roadshow, which I attended back in, I believe it was October of 23. And one of the speakers from the OCM stated, do not get into any kind of predatory leases, any kind of long-term leases, because if your license has not been chosen, you will be with that lease with no cannabis license. And a few months ago, I'll find the article, I'll probably post it down here.
But the state's rollout, which has been rocky at best, has hit yet another snag. You see, community boards get the applications first, and community boards like this one in Queens have been inundated with requests.
Up here somewhere. And lo and behold, now we realize that only 250 stores in the non-provisional category will be selected. So there will be a couple hundreds, if not thousands, of stores that signed up to get cannabis, got into long-term leases, and will not get the license. And this will cause many great issues and hardships. Forewarned, but it's definitely going to be an issue going forward. The second issue that we kind of see is the system of selection works is once you're selected, you get assign a number between 1 and I think 2 or 3,000. The first licenses, if there's an issue, they'll be given a chance to cure. They have 30 days to cure any deficiencies, and they keep getting, every time they get a cure announcement, they keep getting 30-day chance to cure. However, if you're like, let's say, for example, ranked second, you have to wait till they're done with the first license, cure that license, make sure that person is squared away or they drop out before you give them a chance to get looked at. Which means if you're, let's say, picked and you're licensed 235, 240, you have to wait for every single license above you to either get fully cured or to drop out. This means this licensing process might take a significantly long time. However, the webinar yesterday mentioned that they expect the first classes of licenses to be given out within the March timeframe, because they see that at least the first few licenses, they don't have too many cures, too many issues. So that's on the positive side. As always, I'll keep you updated. Have a great day.